Call it OFADA stew, AYAMASE stew, or designer stew. Guys, we are interested in the deliciousness of this stew. Let's make it. You are welcome. Let's get started. So I used eggs in this stew. I will simply wash the eggs and cook until they are strong. Once I'm done cooking, I will add all of them into a cool water. This will be for about 5 to 10 minutes before I will peel it. It will be easy for me to peel without any cracks. Look at that. The next is the protein I used. I used beef. You can use any protein of your choice. I simply cooked this for about 7 to 10 minutes before adding water. I will allow this to cook properly. I used dried fish. This dried fish will be washed with hot water before I will rinse with cold water. We need palm oil. This palm oil will be bleached until it is clear. Once it starts smoking, I will simply cover and put this on low heat until it is clear to my taste. Just like this. I will set this aside and let it cool completely before using it. This is a festival of peppers, different peppers. You can do well to add more or less if you so wish. These are the peppers I used. Bell peppers, the atarodo, the shombo, the tatashe, green and red bell peppers. All of them were well represented. I'll be removing the seeds from these peppers. All of them have seeds. I'll be removing all of these seeds except for the atarodo. I'll be leaving the atarodo and we'll be blending all of this. We'll be blending not smoothly, we'll just be blending this roughly. Look at this. This is the shombo with seeds. I will remove all of these seeds and then cut them into smaller chunks. This is simply to help my blender blades. Look at them. They are now well cleaned. Recently, there was some argument about why we remove the seed from these peppers. While some people say this pepper, the seed is not really bitter. Others say the seed is just strong. So why do you remove the seed? I remove the seed because they are bitter and they are strong. I would like to know why you remove yours. Let me know in the comment section below. Once you are done blending, it should look just like so, roughly blended. If yours has plenty water, you can simply sieve out the water. For mine, I'm okay with this. Next is to add the bleached palm oil. Remember, I bleached this oil. While bleaching this oil, I used a stainless pot. I didn't use my non-stick pot for this. I'll be frying my beef. Once I'm done frying, then we will cook. This same oil, we will use it to cook. So the oil you will be using to cook this deliciousness, you can simply use it to fry your meat and then set this aside once you are done. Almost all the ingredients are ready, so let me introduce them. This is the pepper mix. Here is the onions. This is powdered crayfish. This is iru and the dry fish that we washed. And finally is seasoning cube. We'll be adding salt just to taste. With the same oil we used to fry the meat, I'll be frying the onions until it caramelizes. Fry just the way you would fry your onions before you start making your tomato stew. Next is to add the iru. My iru is about 1 tablespoon. I will simply stir until everything is well combined. Did you know why I left the bleached palm oil to cool before using it to prepare this meal? Would you want to share? Let me know in the comment section below. Next is to add the pepper mix. All of the pepper mix should enter this my pot right now. Stir properly so that everything will be well combined as well. Let me quickly give you a sneak peek as to why we left the oil to cool down. It is to avoid splashes of oil all over the place. You don't want your food to get burnt. This is crayfish. This is powdered crayfish. Add powdered crayfish and continue to stir. This is on medium to low heat. Next, I will be adding seasonings. The seasonings you'll be adding is up to you. I simply seasoned with my seasoning cube and then I added a little salt. If you would like to add any other seasoning apart from this you can go ahead and do that. I seasoned my meat, so I don't really want to add too much seasoning to this so that it won't be just so much. It will be just the way I love it. You too can make yours just the way you love it. If you want to add more seasoning, go ahead. Add any seasoning of your choice. Next, add the eggs. These eggs will go into this pot. Have you eaten eggs that have stayed in stew for about 48 hours or even more? This yumminess is out of this world. So, next that we enter this pot is the dried fish. Add the dried fish and stir. This dried fish give this stew a kind of taste. You will love it. So I will use my spoon to try to separate them into smaller chunks. And finally is my beef. I will simply add this beef and stir. Remember, this beef was fried. So if you don't want to fry yours, it's okay. If you want to fry yours, you can go ahead. It gives it a kind of super delicious taste. I will stir and then leave this to cook. When this is properly cooked, the oil will be on top, well separated, just the way the oil separates from your tomato stew. There are so many alternatives to tomato stew, especially now that tomato is very expensive. You can go with this OFADA stew or AYAMASE stew or designer stew. You can also go for carrot stew. There are so many chicken stir fries you can go for. I've made video about this. I'll be linking all of them in the description box below. If you want to see alternative to tomato stew, check the description box below. I'll be linking all of that. Look at this stew, guys. Look at the oil. It is now on top. This stew is now properly done. Can you beat this? This didn't even waste so much time compared to when we'll be making tomato stew. You will be waiting for the tomato to dry up. So which do you prefer? This our designer stew, this our ayamashi stew, this our father stew, or your normal tomato stew? Let me know in the comment section below. Have you tasted my carrot stew? I bet you when you taste any of these alternatives, you won't crave for tomato again. This is now ready. You can serve it with OFADA rice. I didn't serve mine with OFADA rice. I used my normal rice and it was super delicious. Hey guys, when you try this recipe, let me know if you loved it. You can enjoy this with anything you would have used to enjoy your stew or your sauce. I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.